To Your Eternity. So I just finished the final episode of To Your Eternity, and damn, I've never felt so bummed after the end of a series. Every week I look forward to seeing Fushi and how he progresses as he goes through life in the story. There were the sad moments and heartwarming ones too, and all of them were beautifully executed. Although I am sad, I'm not too bummed because they will be making the season 2 in fall of 2022, so there's that to look forward to. It's a year away, but better than not having no announcement for a continuation. Like some anime. If you watch my Tower of God video, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, well, you should. I don't know if it's because you want to reject the hype or something, but go watch it now. If you can't beat them, join them. Well, still, I don't see why you would want to unironically avoid the series. It looks like a very interesting show, and trust me, it is. But yeah, the final episode came out today and we lost. Wait, before I say anything, I'll be saying spoilers, so be warned. So yeah, as I was saying, we lost Piorans, one of the first people who Fushi met, and the only who had managed to survive all the way to the end of the series. She was the one who had taught him the basics and really gave him a good foundation to learn from. He learned things like reading and writing, and actually expressing how he feels through words. But sadly, as the final episode came, she had passed. I mean, at least it was to old age instead of dying to a knocker. But yeah, still pretty sad. But before she died though, she was able to talk to the invisible guy that talks to Fushi, and she requested that he had her be reincarnated in some way that could aid Fushi in the future. And agreeing to this, he warned her that she won't be able to be the same person as before. She won't have memories or knowledge that she was Pioran in her new life. Still, she goes through with it and has him reincarnate her. And we are shown Pioran in her younger years walking on the beach when the invisible man shows up and holds another sphere like Fushi was at the beginning of the series. And then when she walks up to him, she rapidly ages before being sucked into the sphere. The question is, what exactly did she turn into? And did he turn immortal like Fushi? That's what I wanted to discuss today. Before that though, remember to like and subscribe for future anime videos. But yeah, as I said, she got sucked into the sphere the man was holding. And to be honest, I do think she will come back as a immortal, because with how she has stuck around from the beginning to the end of the series, she seems to play a bigger role than most characters. And even to be reincarnated to be brought back into the series, it makes the most sense. The main purpose of this to begin with was to aid Fushi, and by aiding him, I assume that also includes helping deal with knockers. And as immortal, there's not much that she can do to help him. I mean, there's people like Gugu, but that was a very specific situation and only worked once. The second time around, the knockers already figured out how to counter Gugu's strategy. So for Piorans to really be any help to Fushi and less of a burden, it's likely that she got reincarnated as an immortal. At first I thought when he asked her what she wanted to be turned into when she reincarnates, that he was referring to another animal like a bird or something. But if she's going to be turned immortal, it's likely that she won't be anything. That she will start out the same as Fushi did at the start of the series. Just a white sphere that waited until it made contact with something it can transform into. So I imagine we won't actually meet back with Piorans until way later down the line. I do not think she will show up in season 2. That feels way too soon in my opinion. It may even take a few centuries down the line for all we know, because just from season 1 we already went by several decades. We weren't given a specific number, but at least 50 I would say. Well, 50 years, not 50 decades. Even going by all of that though, they can still meet, but it's not guaranteed that they'll be friends, because Piorans won't have any memories of her previous life and could go down a completely different path from Fushi. And if she ends up learning from the wrong people, that could have them end up as opposites and then end up fighting for whatever the reason may be. This is just speculation, but still, that can be a possibility. But yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on what is to come for the future in Piorans' character. She will be introduced as the second immortal of the story, but it's still unclear if she will end up as a friend or foe to Fushi. Remember to like and subscribe for future anime videos. Peace.